My YouTube world, this is Johnny Mo coming to you with Motivational Monday, baby. You know what it is? Yeah, some of you know I was a fifth grade basketball coach this year for girls. My daughter was in fourth grade, so she was able to travel with me and practice, and she really likes basketball. So she wanted to be a part of basketball as much as she could. So we were getting ready to play the best team in the league that had the best player in the league that week. So my daughter and I decided to go scout them out and see, what offense they were running and what what their tendencies were. Well, as we watched the game, my daughter happened to see the best player in the league, and she leaned over to me. She said, "Dad, I want to be the best player in the league next year. I want to have those things." And I was pretty impressed. Having your daughter lean over and say that, and I just leaned back over. I said, "Oh, that's awesome, Kayla. Whatever you want. I mean, we can work at this if you'd like." I said, "But honey, it's going to have to be through you. It's going to have to be your motivation, not my motivation. I can't be the one coming upstairs to wake you up to go to practice in the morning. I can't be the one who have to remind you every single day. There has to be a part of you that says, I'm willing to give up something to get something." And this is the whole purpose of this video, is about this very aspect. What are you willing to give up, and go through to get your business started? What are you willing to give up and walk away from to get something later on? Contrary to popular belief, you're not going to build your business overnight. How could you say that on Motivational Monday? Because I know it's true. I know what it takes to build a business. I personally have not seen anyone get into the business, build it overnight, and sustain it. Me personally. Doesn't mean it hasn't happened, but I don't see anyone who has that's been able to sustain it. The biggest reasons for these things is because people don't know everything there is to know about the business. They don't know the tips, tricks, and trade. If you don't know the tips, the tricks, and the trade to maneuver, and you don't even know how to do your equipment right, you don't have time to do the market saturation. So you're traveling, you're cutting a lawn over here, and then you're going all the way across over town to cut it. Why? Because you're taking jobs to get you started. And that market saturation doesn't happen all the time. Well, I flyered that whole neighborhood, Johnny, and I plan on... Listen to me. You're not getting my customers. You're not getting the next guy's customer who's been in it for a decade. There's too much time of reliability. There's too much time of consistency. Oh, that's a big word today, consistency. We're in it for 1 year and we quit. We're quitters. We want to go quit because it ain't working. I prayed, Johnny. I believed God would give me a business. You can't override the biblical scriptures that says, I will never put anything on you more than what you can take. It's in the book of Corinthians. So he's not going to give you 50 customers in 1 year because you fall flat on your face. You can't handle the weight of the business. Just like when I said the branch theology. When the branch theology says you go too far on the branch, you snap the branch because it's not able to handle the weight. That's why I said grow slowly. What are you willing to walk away from? Do you have patience? This idea that you're going to build it overnight, that you're going to have to go through things. I can't jump on the bench press right now and just bench press 350 pounds. Why? Because when I go to pick it up, it's going to drop because I'm not strong enough. I didn't go through enough to be able to do that. Now, someday I will be able to. But I got to work my way up there. I got to start up benching 225 sets of 8, 235. And all of a sudden, I'm at 300. 1, 2. At some point, as I get stronger, I'll be able to do that. But for me to be able to bench press 350 pounds, I have to be able to walk away from some things and make the time to do it. What are you willing to walk away from? What are you willing to walk away from in your life right now? Are you willing to, when I first started this business, I worked for a landscape company during the day, and I did this business at night. I'm talking 12 hours a day, every day, for 6 years. Not just 1, not just 2, not just 3, 6 years. So all of a sudden you watch a couple YouTube videos and you're like, well, I'm going to flyer the whole neighborhood. You have to understand that there's reliable people in this business that's been doing it for years, and you're not going to get, even with your lower pricing. For you to get my customers, or you to get my competitors' customers, we'd have to severely screw up. Or they might have to go through a serious change in their economic situation at their house that they think, man, listen, he's $15 cheaper a month. we might want to consider that. That's 60 extra bucks a month that we can have in our pocket. Can that happen? Yeah. But do you think that you're going to build a business like that? You're not going to be able to do it. What are you willing to walk away from? It takes years to get market saturation. It took me years to get 5 lawns over here, 4 lawns over there. When I first started, I traveled to the east side, then I traveled up to the North Hill, and then I would travel out to Neshannock, then I traveled down to Shenango, and then I did a couple mills, 30 minutes north, Listen, man, it's going to take some time. You're not going to build this overnight. You're not going to go in and wreck a whole community. I don't care what anyone says. I don't care what they tell you on these videos. You got to be patient. You can pray till you're blue in the face. He's not going to give you more than you can handle. If you want to build a sustainable business, you're going to have to build it slow. And you're going to have to be patient. And you're going to have to walk away from some things. You're going to put some time in the gym if you want to bench press 350 pounds. We all go in the gym, we see someone benching 350 pounds, and all of a sudden he's... I just watched a guy the other day bench press 425 pounds with the green bands on it, and he just... Boy, that would be nice. But are you willing to put the time in? And this didn't happen overnight. He didn't bench press 425 or 420 or whatever it was. He didn't just do it overnight. It took him years to do that. This idea of building overnight, not sacrificing anything. You're going to sacrifice some time with your family. You're going to sacrifice some things to get where you want to be. I told my daughter, are you willing to walk away from swimming in the summer to go practice on the court? Are you willing to get up an extra hour early because you have a busy day packed full of events to go practice basketball? Are you willing? That girl that was that good on the court, she didn't get there by spending 12 hours a day in the pool, I'll tell you that. She's out there shooting foul shots. She's out there dribbling. She's out there doing everything. She's going to camps. She's giving up something to get something. If you want to bench press 400 pounds, what are you willing to give up? So you got to get stronger in the business. See, when you go through the hard things of business, it makes you stronger. When you first get started, man, you're going to have lawns all over the place. And you're going to have to sacrifice, I got to run over there. I'm not going to make enough hourly. You don't have to worry about your hourly rate. Your first 3 to 5 years in business, according to IRS, you're going to take a loss anyway. It takes time to build it. It takes time and struggle, but you get stronger to be able to handle a $200,000 business 19 years later. I couldn't handle this back then. I'd have fell on my face. I couldn't handle all the scheduling, the lawns, the mulch, the fertilizer. I got a truck full of fertilizer coming on this day. I got salt in the back of the garage on this day. I got to get the plows off. I got all that. It takes time. It build up. Now, when I first started lifting weights, man, everyone wanted to bench press 225 pounds. Now, I can press 225 like it's nothing. Why? Because I'm stronger. What used to be hard for me in the past is easy for me now. But now that I got a new goal, 350, I got to keep going. It's going to make me stronger. You're going to go through the pain. Those last couple reps, it's hard. Oh, I got to get one more. It's so hard. I can't get it. And if you give up right there and you don't push as hard as you can, are you even going to make it in this business? Or have you already self-sabotaged yourself right now by saying, you know what? If I don't make it this year, I'm not making it. Are you going to blame God? Who are you going to blame? It takes time. It takes pain. It takes pressure. You're not going to be the best. You're not going to dominate in 1 year. These girls that I was coaching basketball this year, they never touched a basketball until this year. We were playing against teams that have been playing since 2nd grade. They're so frustrated. But by the end of the year, they started learning the game. The game started getting closer. They actually won a game. The current school we have, their program starts in 5th. Every other one starts in 3rd. So they had 2 years of practice and dedication where they didn't. It takes time, guys. What are you willing to walk away from? It can make you stronger. Realize that when you're going through the hard times, when you're sitting in a lawn and you're cutting it and you're so overwhelmed, tears are flowing down your face, you don't know how you're going to make it. It's making you stronger. It's making you stronger to keep going forward. And in a couple years from now, what used to be hard for you is going to be easy. but it's not going to happen overnight. It's going to make you stronger. What are you willing to walk away from? What are you willing to do? Are you willing to be patient? Maybe you're about to give up right now. Maybe you're looking at this video saying, I'm so overwhelmed, and we're right about to start the season. Go through that. One more rep. One more rep. It's going to make you stronger. One more rep. You want to bench press 400 pounds? One more rep. One more year. You don't know. This could be your year. I don't know. Maybe it's your first year. You only have 5 clients. You look at it as a failure. I look at it as a success. Keep going. One more rep. One more rep. Keep going. Keep going.